Hi, everybody. Welcome to Creative Mike Podcast. My name is Michael Molisco, your creative finance mentor. And today we're going to talk about mastering your craft. As you know, I always say that we are in the business of sales and marketing in anything that we do. Relationships, life, business is based upon how you sell yourself and how you market yourself. And so if you don't know how to sell, you're not going to get anywhere. And if you don't know how to market, you won't have the leads to be able to sell to. So today I want to talk about a couple of the things of how I approach the sales aspect of our business. I thought it would be kind of fun just to do some mock calls today, some deals that we have done in the past and are currently doing recently, and how I train my team to go ahead and approach realtors and sellers when they're in direct contact with them. Let's have some fun. I am going to show you guys just a quick and easy way and how we call low equity deals and how we approach them and the conversations that we have. So Mike check. Let's get started. I'm going to be the agent and I'm going to be calling a realtor. Here's how it goes. Hey John, this is Mike calling. I was calling to see if your property on 1234 Main Street is still available for sale. Oh, it is? Wonderful. I did want to just kind of confirm a few things with you. I did notice that it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, about 2,500 square feet. Is that correct? Okay, great. And it looks like you guys are listed for $325,000. Is that still the listing price? Okay, this is like a very nice home. It looks updated. Everything looks beautiful with it. I do see it's been on the market for 60 days now. Could you tell me if there's anything wrong with this property that I should be aware of? No? Everything's fine? Just the interest rates? Yeah, I pretty much get that from a lot of our agents that we work with right now as well. So, John, after I was running the numbers, and if you guys were to sell at listing price, and if the sellers were to pay the commissions and the closing costs, it looks like based upon their mortgage balance, looks like they would be either walking away with very little to no money at closing, or possibly bringing in money to closing if you guys had to drop your listing price just a little. Am I pretty correct on that? You're thinking they're going to net about $2,000 on this one? Yeah, that's kind of where we thought we were at too. So, John, let me ask you this question. If I can give your sellers $10,000 to walk away with, and if I can give them an extra 2.5% to help cover your commission, we'll pay for the closing costs on the sellers and on the buyer's side, would your seller be opposed to us taking over his existing mortgage payments? And then I'm just quiet. And so that initial dialogue with the realtor, what happens is it opens up their mind to creative finance. Number one, I've put it in their mind that the property's been on the market for 60 days plus. Number two, I already confirmed with them that if he doesn't sell at listing price, might have to bring in money to close. What essentially that does is the realtor could potentially lose that listing, and that listing can become expired, meaning that contract's voided, the seller goes on their merry way, and the realtor just wasted 6 months of their time and their seller's time because they couldn't sell the property. Because I know those facts beforehand, I am able to now handle John's objections. And this is where my sales skills come in. And this is why I study sales and I study psychology and people's emotions and how to rebuttal all these objections and how I teach and train my team. And so if I'm able to overcome these objections with the realtor, they will tell me to send them a letter of interest and put everything in writing. Once they tell me that, I know that I have a really good chance of locking up that deal and getting it under contract. This is not going to take one phone call. It's not going to take 2 phone calls. it might take 50 phone calls for you to get a realtor to say yes to you. Because a lot of these realtors are not that educated about creative finance, because when they go to real estate school, all they get taught is traditional finance. No one really knows about creative finance. It's not really out there in the public, but it has been around for a long time. Just that script alone that I'm giving you guys right now, if you just literally say it verbatim, I guarantee you, you will get someone to say yes to you. The things you gotta always understand, sales is key. You have to study every single day. You should do mock calls with your family. You should do mock calls with your friends. You should do mock calls with your neighbor. I don't care who you do it with. You better get good at your mock calls or you're just wasting your time on the phones. You got to be persistent. If John says maybe and you send out that LOI, you better be following up every few days with John to make sure that he presented the LOI to the seller and make sure that the seller has reviewed it. You want to follow up to John as much as John tells you to F off at the end, then you know to stop, right? And number 3, consistent. You have to be consistent in these calls every single day. If you're not consistent, don't even start. Don't even bother. You don't have to be full-time either. You can come back from your W-2 job, jump on the phones for 2 hours a day. Don't blame your wife. Don't blame your kids. Turn off your TV. Better yet, destroy your TV. Take it off the wall. You don't need a TV. Unless you make it and you're successful, you have no business watching TV or watching your shows. You have business on building something for you and your family. Be consistent, be persistent. You guys, once again, if you want to see more of these videos, more of these live mock calls, because I do them all the time, follow me on TikTok at Creative Mike, YouTube at Creative Mike with a K. I'm always with a K, never with a C. And Instagram at Creative Mike with a K. And as always, stay creative, my friends.